right, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to episode 2 ASAP Studio. I'm John. You know my boy Albert. And shoot, let's talk about it. We went golfing yesterday. I fucking sucked.
First time golfing.
Golfing's hard.
Seuss's.
Yeah. Golfing's hard, man. Respectfully, golfing is like, it's a frustrating sport. I think it was more frustrating because you kept saying, oh, I'm not really good. So I thought you were going to suck just like me and Jesus, and it was going to be like a mutual sucking. Jesus, you did better. You got good. I'm talking in the beginning, though. In the beginning, when we missed those balls, pause. But then Albert goes, yeah, I'm not that good. And drives it like 100 yards. I'm like, sick.
100?
60.
60?
And then I hit it, and then shoot, or boom. I was like, damn it. How long did it take us to get to 9? It's like before I lost my phone. Shout out technology, by the way.
4 hours?
Yeah?
It's like 2.5.
It shouldn't have took that long though, huh? Like normally, like in a normal, like, yeah, it take that long? Even longer? Dang. I told my dad, everyone was asking questions. They wanted me to film it just to see me suck. Like, say, hey, I can't wait to see the film of you hitting the ball.
I got a little clip.
You did?
Just of you like warming up with that guy. Our guardian, our golf guardian angel.
Did you see his face? Did you get his face in it?
Explaining to you, and then you're just like...
It was so frustrating, dude. Like, and then I saw a video last night. Golf feed it took over my feed. Like now it's just Josh Allen. I saw Josh Allen golfing. Smooth. Like he just... Even, oh my God, that's why I'm sore. Now I realize, like, why the fuck am I so sore? Am I long, huh? But I think it was just because of the golf. Like, 'cause I twist right now, and I was like...
Cramped.
I cramped. I was cramping today when I was running. Yeah.
Did you like it, though?
No, yeah, I liked it. I was really addicted. And I said, don't get used to it, and I was like, sure. I'm gonna get addicted. Like golfing, but I can see, because even now, I went down a rabbit hole. I started looking at golf courses, like nice view ones and everything. And it looks like a vibe. Like the morning, like if we would've went right now, like seen the sunrise and get some coffee in your hand, I feel like that would've been a vibe, huh?
Yeah.
It went on a good day too. Like it was like perfect weather in Oxnard. We actually got like California weather.
Morning is when the good people go.
Yeah, like the retired people. I think it's now I see why people do it in retirement, because I can see myself like, yo Dan, you on your way? Yeah, tea time. What do you think's a good number of people? 4? How soon do you think you'd be like betting golfing? Like where you be confident, like I'll play you for whatever.
Not yet.
Yeah, I'm like maybe a month away.
Maybe a month. Yeah, right.
I'm gonna get this shit down. I'm telling you. Next time we're going, I'm betting $100.
You should bet how many balls you don't lose. Like if you buy a sleeve, how many sleeves you go through.
What did we go through? This was like 4? 3?
3.5.
Shout out all those cars I hit. Oh man.
Dante got a couple windows.
Dang.
Hit a couple people's car on the freeway. Almost hit a kid.
Hey, fuck. Hey, you should know. I said 4. It goes. I was like, you're supposed to yell it. Oh. 4. Yeah, yesterday was a day, man. Eclipse happened yesterday. That was kind of.
Did you feel anything?
No. I think it was like, it's kind of weird because it was such a good day yesterday. Maybe it was, like tied to it. Because it was a really good day yesterday. Like, right?
You're going to get the ladies jealous.
Oh, yeah.
It was a really good day. It was such a good day yesterday.
Dude.
We didn't hang out with them at all.
It was literally just a boys' day. It was me, you, Jesus, Baloo. And it was literally like your dog was acting good the whole day. We ate a bomb lunch. We shot some content for the retirement homes.
Oh yeah. Shout out Immigrant Sons. Bangers.
Oh, Immigrant Sons. You guys ever want what was it? What was the sandwich called? Jesus.
Chicken parm.
The chicken parm. Albert didn't like it that much, but me, chicken parm sandwich. It was made with. It was made by some real immigrants.
As much as John did.
No, I love that thing.
John was oozing his pants.
Dude, I know. I want to tell you, I'm trying to get back on this fitness grind and drinking a lot of water. I don't think my body's used to it. Just having to pee all the time, it sucks.
Drinking water?
Yeah, like I have to like pee all the time. I feel like I can't go anywhere, like I'm pregnant or something.
You also probably drinking too much water.
I'm just going off the gallon, honestly. Hey, but we did our first recording in public, like with people. How'd that go?
We were together.
I know, but like you know, that's the first time we recorded in public without being in our safe space. I think we could have, yeah. It's a little nerve-wracking, felt a little judgment, but then again, like, I think after the first 5 minutes, solid.
But yeah. It was good. It went good.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Still uncomfortable.
Yeah. Yeah, people still look at you. Like I felt like a TikToker.
There was another lady there getting her photos taken.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we're not the only ones.
Ugly bitch. Just kidding. Just kidding. Calm down. But if I think you said a good point yesterday, if Jesus wasn't there with like the whole actual professional camera and setup, it would have felt like more awkward, huh? Yeah, I felt like a TikToker in a sense, like, cause I kept having to redo my lines, and then like I was just gonna start dancing, you know, like I don't know. But anyways, whew, that was a good day yesterday. But I got a quick little.
Are we acting like yesterday was Monday?
Oh shit, huh? Well, today's Wednesday, huh? I don't know why I felt like you were cutting all day yesterday. I forgot. We're talking about Monday. Shit. Shoot. I really need to stop working on my cussing, man. Like, it just comes out so naturally. I think it's like a defense mechanism of cussing just to make this feel not awkward, but I think it's harder to talk cleanly. Because we're not proper people. And just to be like the conscious decision, because it comes out so easily. Like, I almost cussed in church the other day. And I realized, like, I had like a realization of where I was at, and I was like, real quick, side note, this is probably not like, I know we could, why do people not cuss in church? If it's come as you are, and I get it, it's like respect, it's a respectful thing. But like, it's that one thing we all kind of know. You know, even if you're not a like religious person, you just know like you don't do that.
I think it's respectful.
Yeah, like you think that's like, so you think that's where kind of like common sense is like real? Because some things we all kind of agree on, like, hey, don't cuss at church, don't smack a baby, you know?
Go hand in hand.
You know, don't smack a baby, don't cuss in church. Just common sense, people. But I came up with a little trivia game right now. I want to ask you some questions. And I went down a rabbit hole thinking of these, and meaning I just looked them up this morning.
Yeah, not thinking of them.
So you got $15. We talked about this a couple of times, but you got $15 to spend in the zombie apocalypse. All right. So your first section is, who is your partner in crime in this? Option A, for $5, Joe Rogan. Option two, for $4, primetime Bruce Lee. $4.
I don't need any other options.
And you gotta hear him out. You maybe like the third one. For $3, John Berthal.
Joe Rogan.
$2, Elon. I don't know, Elon Musk.
I'm still going with Uncle Joe.
And $3, Dave the Mailman.
Uncle Joe.
$5. Okay, go. Your weapon of choice. For $5, a lightsaber. $4, a machete. $3, a spiked bat. $2, I said $3, I meant a spiked bat. $2, crowbar. And $1, a cooking pan.
Lightsaber.
So you got $10. Remember, you got $15 to spend.
Yeah, I got Joe Rogan and a lightsaber.
Oh, hey, we got 2 more categories still.
You get the Force?
No, you just get a lightsaber. Now this is your defensive item. For $5, an Iron Man suit with no weapons, right? 4 knight's armor for $4. 3 some catcher's gear. And 5 a wool sweater, just a hoodie, for $1.
Wool sweater.
Okay, you got $4 left. You think you're doing good?
That's it?
You don't know, you got one more. You got $4 left.
Yeah.
Now this is your base. For $5, a castle with moats and gators. So you missed out a big one right there. For $4 is a prison, right? $3, an underground bunker. $2, your house. And $1, the beach.
I feel like the prison might be scarier.
Because it's too big.
And there's gonna be rapist zombies in there. Not only do they want my brains, they want my cheeks.
Jesus. The zombies out here wanting your cheeks. They start with your cheeks. What are you choosing?
Number 3. Number 3, my love.
Underground bunker. Congratulations! You have $1 left in the zombie apocalypse. So you, Joe, a lightsaber,
a wool jacket, underground
bunker. Sounds a little fruitish right there. It sounds a little fruitish, to be honest with you. Because why are you guys going underground?
Because the zombies are broke.
What is Joe Rogan gonna do for you though? Like, how is he your first and only choice?
Because he can head kick a zombie's head off.
Just because this little spinning kick? That's the only reason?
And he can probably mow down some zombies.
You think he'd be a good companion, survival? How many years do you think you're surviving?
Till I die.
In Joe's arms? What a legend. What a legend. I have a little fun question. I don't know if you want to do a break from here, but that was just my little fun topic. Kind of got fucked up after that. Fudged up. Jamie? Do we keep going? Oh, okay. All right, cool. Move on to something else, okay. Let's talk about a little bit what we got going on right now. What we got? What are we doing lately?
What have we been doing?
It's like, how much sauce do you want to give, huh? Do we save these things? Dang, this is hard because these questions like we can be asking, and this is our hardest part when it's just me and you, because I feel like I literally know everything about you, and because I'm with you like 95% of my week. And so this is like asking you questions, so it's like I really gotta think outside the box. Or like if we see each other in shop, it's like, oh, all right, save it for the podcast. You know?
Yeah, some stuff. It is weird.
What, just talking?
Because we do see each other and talk to each other all day. So it's like my little days off are like a refresher.
I don't like that. He says, fuck me, huh?
It like recharges my John battery. Like throughout the week, it's like those scream levels on Monsters Inc. It just,
shut up. Because you always say when I'm not here, it's like, oh, this is wank by myself.
I know, but we need a refresh.
Alright.
Like we've tried doing the whole go to the gym together in the morning, come back here.
But we're okay with that, but you know who's not? Our girlfriends. Or fiance/girlfriend. They just get jealous. You know why?
I think it's too much.
Why do you think
too much time together?
You're able, or we're able to do like things, like I'll call you if I'm getting food, just like, oh, it's common courtesy, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go pick up food, do you want anything, or just go get you food. But then our girlfriends get so mad, go, why can't you do that for me? Why do I gotta ask you to be doing that? It's like, well, I'm in the same facility as this person. I don't live with you yet. But I feel like once we make that transition to moving in, oh, I think you're gonna get compared a lot more. Oh, you don't complain about seeing Albert all the time. You don't go. I want to say this on camera. He is a lot to deal with, though. He is. He's a lot of bullying, but I'm just really a patient man, and I'm a dirty person, and I'm annoying. Hey, yo, pause.
You know, instead of attacking each other.
I'm not attacking you. I'm not
saying that you're attacking me right now.
I think this is okay.
But maybe we could practice this.
On camera?
On camera. Let's say one thing that we're grateful for.
Okay, I'm grateful for Albert's, just his...
It doesn't have to be about me, just...
Well, I told you from day one, I'm grateful for what we're doing. Like, from day one, I think we're always on the upclimb. I'm always optimistic. Like, I really don't see our dirt, and I think because you look at our dirt a lot, so it's like, I tell you, like, giving your flowers, I'm trying to just be like, we're fucking awesome. I just see that part. And it's so funny because I go home not to that. And it's like, oh, when are you gonna start getting shit going? And it's so funny because you're a complete opposite. You go home, where's my fucking hero? Albert, you're doing great. I'm so proud of you, son. I'm like, my boy, blah, 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 blah. And I go home like, oh, hey, red and stew. Hey, by the way, you got the light bill coming up. I'm not saying, shout out my family when they watch this. Like, I'm not saying I don't have a good family. I love my family, but it's a little more that we want to show us before you tell us.
I think there's also, I don't know. Not really now, because we gotta just air it out.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we say a lot of things and then they don't happen. I said we. I'm not saying you.
Amazon. I'm telling you. It's happened. But you know what? I literally, as I pulled in today, there's a video, I think it's meant to be for this podcast. It's popped up. It was Alex Ramosi. It's talking about this. He failed 9 businesses. Not tried 9 businesses. Like, he literally went all out and failed 9 times. And he said something at the very end of the clip, which was the bar line. It was, because everyone was saying, see, I told you so, I told you so. And what Alex Ramosi said, he goes, they're right at the moment. Not at the end story. At the moment, yes, you're right. I did fuck up. But I'm not stopping. And I thought it was a bar for, like, kind of for us, because, like, how many things we tried, or I say I tried, or all this, like, oh, this is where the money's going. And I think this is why I'm so confident in not only this podcast, but, like, what we're doing is because it's so organic and it's, like, kind of staying to who we are. Like, we don't know Amazon. Like, maybe eventually down the road, like, we'll get a team for it, but we don't know
where Amazon come from.
I saw an ad, and I was like, hey, we can do that. And honestly, I just started to, I see dollars. And I think I look at my circumstances, and I think money will fix it. And I know it won't bring happiness, but it kind of going to that stupid line, I never seen a rich person frown in first class. I'm not saying it's everything, because they are good. But I think because I have a good family.
Yeah, I've never sat in first class.
See, neither have I. But I think because I actually have a good family and I have good, good relationships, that once I get that missing aspect of money, it just kind of, like, works better. I don't know. We were talking about as a family the other day, if I would have won the lottery and I said something and they all got mad at me. Everyone in my family got, like, mad at me. Like, I said, all right, you take home 900 mil, right? I'm sorry, I got gas. I don't know if you heard that, like, on ASMR. But it's alpha brain. If I won, I told everyone, it was my whole family there at the table. It was everyone there at the table, and I said, if I won 900 mil, I would give everyone in my family $1 million for a probation period, right? So, like, they all got mad, like, you greedy fuck and all that. And I was like, no, I'll give you 2 options. I was like, would you let me grow this for you? Right? Like in a compound interest account or something, like put a team together for you.
They didn't trust you.
No, they all said no. They said I'm greedy. right? But in my head, I was like, if you can't handle $1 million in 1 year, right? Like, cause what if? Cause I remember I watched a lot of movies, and there was a movie called like the Limitless one, or not Limitless. It was like the Time one, or whatever, right? And the guy inherits a shit ton of money, but he gives his friend a lot of money, but he ends up killing himself or ruining his life. Like, what if I gave one of our friends $1 million, right? Or like $10 million, but he ends up ruining his life, gets hooked on drugs, gambling addiction, right? So I think the probation period was like a real answer, because like the safety, like if you can't handle $1 million in a year, right? And you go into terrible habits and you're like almost broke by the end of the year, why would I give you more just so you can ruin your life? Then I feel bad because you hang yourself or you do something dumb or you ruin your marriage or anything like that. But they all call me greedy, and I was like, damn, this kind of, am I wrong? Is that greedy of me? Because, oh, but well, you're getting that lump sum money and then that's overnight for you. And I was like, personally, I would want to, like.
What happens if they do pass the 1 year?
Then I'll give them like the rest of the 9. I'll give them 10 mil family member, each family member. So that's like at least 100 mil gone. But they got mad. And I'm like,
9 people?
I'm like, how? Because I know I told them this. I told them something and they got so mad. I was like, you know, if you put in a compound interest account, you can get like 100,000 or even like whatever in returns a year. They're like, how do you expect to live off 100,000? I'm like, you're fucking broke right now. Like, you're broke right now. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you didn't win this ticket. Like, I'm not supposed to change your life. I'm literally changing your life, making a 6-figure at least person, but you're ungrateful for that. But I was the bad guy because I didn't want to give him more. Because Ed said this. He goes, well, I'll just give my family like whatever you will need to retire. I'll just retire everybody. And I was like, you just created a bunch of lazy fucks. I think literally being in business, and it's so hard. I think my family, like, we need to become millionaires before anyone can listen to us, especially me, because I talk a lot, right? But I'm so like a strong belief in like what we have, and I feel like it's always been like a capital issue, whatever. But what we have built up and everything, and I kind of have a little bit of an idea how money works, just talking to the business owners, people, and all that, you know, and like Jesus even taught us, right? He goes, yeah, 200,000 is not enough for me. I'm like, okay, like, you know, but I think I can grow it, and like I wouldn't grow it by myself. I wouldn't be like dumb. That's when I asked you the other day, like, would you still work? I was like, yeah, I think I'll own a business, like, but I'll still live like nice. Like, I'll have a compound, like when I still like Steve will do it's compound. Yeah, I'll have something like that. You know what I mean? And I'll force my family to learn. Because then finally I can have something to back it up, and they'll teach me like, oh, like maybe. But I think if I became, I'd get exiled in my family, honestly.
If you became a millionaire, you'd become exiled?
Yeah, because I would want to grow everybody, like help everybody, not like financially, like I wouldn't want to give it to them. Because for example, I told my dad this and he got super offended. My parents and they have a spending problem, like gambling problem, like not like bad, but like when they have some extra money, they'll go shoot, they'll go spend it instead of like save it for like later. You know what I mean? And so that's why we always live day to day. You know what I mean? And it's like, what if I give my parents a shit ton of money and then they're like, okay, now they didn't know how to grow it, they didn't know how to do their thing. You just missed Edward's dab.
Nah, I think so. It is more.
Like scissors, texture, and all that feathering. He has good style, huh? Would you get a stylist if you became rich?
No. No, yeah. Like a personal barber? Yeah.
No. Like a clothing stylist.
Oh.
You get a personal bitch, what the fuck am I? That's fucked. Fuck you. Hire Chris?
No. Like, yeah, some good barber.
It's crazy. If you can create an elite barber team in Oxnard, people you know cutting hair, right? Who would it be? Like a part of the team. I know they're busy, so they probably never do it, but who would be your team of 5? We're not, we don't count, so be considered 7.
Starting 5?
Yeah, who's just starting 5? And it's a free plug. These people are actually good people. I think Chris.
For sure, Chris.
Yeah.
Alonzo.
Alonso's pretty solid. I like Bond because he has the most trophies in Oxnard, I think. Trophies can't lie. Other Chris. What, the other ones in the garage? No? That all had a shop? He did some crazy designs. You know what I'm talking about? I had glasses. A little bigger.
Enrique's good.
No, but top 5?
I'm talking about like he gives a good haircut and like customer service.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
We don't know that many barbers. We just stay in our lane.
But
What?
we're recording. We're live. All right. How'd I bring this in? You.
Top 5 places to go eat in Oxnard. Where are they?
Can we just do 3?
Do you want to say 805 because we're kind of this podcast about 805 or just Oxnard?
Let's go 805.
Let's go 805. Give you a little range. 5. Give me 5 though.
Toppers.
Mm-hmm.
Smoking Jays.
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
I mean, I haven't, shout out Smoking Jays, but I haven't really had it like that. Just when Richard bought it, but I don't remember. Like I haven't personally went there. If that makes sense.
Oh, Vladdy's Tacos.
Oof.
Taco truck by Chevron or at Chevron.
Banger. A little bit of a wait though, but it's expected.
2 more. I think we have to put in our boy Don Lalo's.
Don Lalo's. You think? Okay, shout out our boy Don Lalo. Do you think we go there because he's close, or do you think you'll come here?
What?
Like, do you think you'd come here? I think I put him on the list because all our guests or people come here, we always recommend them. So.
And nothing but good things.
But you wouldn't come here. Like, you wouldn't personally drive to Don Lalo's. Like, if you didn't have to work today.
I have.
You ate Don Lalo's on a Monday before?
Yeah, I brought Jeanette.
Yeah? She liked it? Yeah? What'd you guys get? The burritos or what? That's such a safe bet, huh?
That's 4. I got pizza, tacos,
Burrito, breakfast burrito.
barbecue. Some of the base.
Me, you don't really like sushi.
Oh, sushi.
You didn't get a breakfast spot? Oh, you kind of did, Don Lalo's. But like a diner, you didn't give up diner.
Ooh. Whatever the one is in the plaza. That one's good.
Oh, Downtown Cafe?
Downtown.
I think it's pretty solid. I have a little different. I got obviously I think Toppers because that's literally a 805 staple. So we have to put Toppers in there. But I'm going to say Toppers and Ventura is a vibe. So to be even more specific.
With the wings.
Yeah.
Oh, with the brewery? Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah.
But did you know the one on Savior's serves wings?
No, I didn't. They do? Was that new?
I didn't know that either.
Wings and pizza are such an elite combo. Especially with Toppers Ranch. That Barstow guy who came to Toppers and gave it a 6 because he just got a cheese pizza and he did it.
We should do that with wings.
Go chase some wings. Fuck it. We should really like shout out food places, like kind of like the Keith Lee of Oxnard. I know there's people that actually do that for a living, but I think it'd be more funnier because we're a bunch of fat asses that actually do it.
Speak for yourself.
Just kidding. That's a clip. So what I say, Toppers by Ventura with the brewery on top. That's number 1. I think Waypoint. I think I'm gonna put Waypoint at number 2. That's a solid breakfast spot. It's all culture friendly, so it's pretty good. 3, I like sushi, so I'm gonna go my shout out Sushi Fresh in Camarillo. Banger sushi, good pricing, good people, good vibes. I'm gonna throw in the ramen place in Ventura. It's pretty good. I like that spot.
What is it? What's it called?
It's right by the. I don't know the name of it, but I just know it's right there. It's the only ramen spot in Ventura. It's not fuck Silver Lake because they're a chain, but the one in Ventura is just like a little vibe.
What's it by?
It was by our school. It's like right. It's literally right there by the Monicel.
Downtown.
Yeah.
It's on Main Street.
On Main Street, Ventura. Ramen spots, banger. They're only open a couple of hours though, and then they take a long ass breaks and whatnot. And then in the spot, I think I'm gonna put my diner. I'm gonna go my retirement diner that I want to retire at is BG's Cafe.
That's where John wants to be a regular.
Yeah, I want. That's my dream. When I made it, I just want to show up. It says,
So walk in the door.
Mr. Carrillo, your booth's ready in the back. Coffee, right? You like that cinnamon roll warmed up? Thank you, Shannon.
Thank you, Shannon.
There's not even a Shannon.
Why's it gotta be a bitch?
Because there is a bitch.
Why's it gotta be a girl, John?
Because
Not even a bitch. I'm sorry. Sorry, Shannon.
That's like, yo.
Why's it gotta be a girl? Why do you gotta be all friends with a girl, John?
Oh my gosh. Me and Anna are gonna be there.
Yeah.
You know what sucks? Anna doesn't like it.
Mr. and Miss Carrillo, your booth is ready?
She doesn't like it that much, but I love it. I love it.
Are you ready for that?
What?
Mr. and Miss Carrillo? Is it Mrs.? Is it
Mrs. Carrillo. Mrs. Single, I think. Mrs. Carrillo. Right? Educated guy.
Educated guy. Hey, you're about to be engaged. You're not engaged. You're about to be married.
Yeah.
Both of you about to be married.
It's out of my core competency.
This is why you need to be mic'd up, but then hopefully you can pick it up. But a big change for being engaged. There has been some change from dating. I feel like there's a little bit more feminine, like her feminine side showing a little bit more.
So
What?
she was pretty masculine. She was pretty manly.
No, but like, you know how our girlfriends can be like, they try to run stuff and more, and like she's a little bit more submissive now. She's still like barks, but like a little bit more like she'll serve me more at the parties, you know, like she'll serve me like, hey baby, you want food? I got you, like a little bit more, like little stuff, like she knows.
Serves you more?
Yeah, and she started cooking more too.
Like she gives you a bigger plate of food?
She served me at the parties. That's hot. Like I'm telling you, like the littlest stuff, like, is hot to me. Like she said, hey, I made steak. She sent me a picture of that shit. I was like, wet. You know what I mean? Like just water. Side note.
So what else has changed besides her serving you?
I mean, I'm not gonna say his names, but I feel like I'm not gonna say it because then they might watch it and then I might get some shit at the end. We're not there yet to be dropping some cheese man, family cheese man. But I feel like my sister started talking to her again. So if she sees this, shout out Sarah, thank you. This is not mean, love you. But yeah, so look, my family's more accepting of her. She texts my family, which is kind of sick. Like my aunts will be texting her, like my other aunts, not just my Tia Marcy, but like my other aunts will be texting her, my cousins. Like she's really more like, it doesn't feel like she's my girlfriend no more. She's more for like she's family, but like in a wife matter. I don't know already. If that makes sense. Like she's not my sister. Like yo, but like, you know, like she's part of the family type of thing. That's kind of changed. I'm excited, bro. Weddings are expensive. I think if we start making money and we need to dump some money for write-off, let's buy a property, like for weddings. Dude, 17 grand is insane. I'm not big dicking or anything, they're low dicking, but wedding money is where it's at. Probably not during COVID because it's probably like everyone was like dying. Maybe not during World War III, but marriage, like, and then following that is divorce lawyers.
You're preparing?
Nah. I'm not preparing. Not preparing. Chill. But money, bro. Are you ready for that?
For what?
Marriage. Have you got pressured for that? You guys been dating for years, though. So why? Why not?
We're not ready.
What's ready?
To me?
Like, really, is it financial ready or is it more like relationship ready?
Both.
Because you know I'm broke. so I can't say I'm financially ready. Like, cause you really see clearly that I'm just like broke. So I know I'm not financially ready, but we're still like you get through which part, right? It's kind of like that expression, right? You don't go to the gym when you're in shape. You go to the gym to get in shape.
Yeah, I guess so, but we're still young.
Yeah, but you don't want to be an old parent, do you? I know you want kids.
I don't think I'm gonna be that old, like, of a parent. Like, even if I'm 50, I'll still be active.
You think so?
For sure.
You think there'll be those old guys in the softball fields?
Yeah. I'll still be running.
Golfing?
At 50. I'm gonna be able to sprint.
Sprint at 50.
Yeah.
That's your goal?
Comfortably.
I don't think so.
I'm gonna beat my kid.
The way you eat, bud, you eat so bad.
I'm gonna beat my kids in everything they do when I'm 60.
But you eat so bad that I think by the time I'm not saying it, but I think me too.
Oh.
But by the time we're older, like that trauma is already common. Like it's gonna happen soon, unless you go like unless you just start clean dieting like now. Then I think we're fucked.
No, I don't think so.
No?
I don't think we eat that bad. Like, you may overdo it sometimes, but I think that's just you buying into, like, the fat guy role.
I don't buy into the fat guy.
John, you literally play into that. You're like, look at
It's a drum.
Like, you don't have to be that guy. Hey, let's talk about it.
I don't know. I don't even know how I got
You want to
fat.
be that big uncle.
I don't know. I do. I like it a little bit. Not that big. I look at some of my family members.
222, what you gonna do?
But I think a good example of what I want to look like is well, my Uncle Charlie. He's really skinny. But he also just went
You don't want to
vegan.
be like anybody. You want to be like you.
But if we're rich, I'm gonna be fat, 100%. Nah.
Cause this is words from the wise Ed.
Cause I could die tomorrow.
Yeah, I could die tomorrow. I can get in a car accident right now and
Which is true.
Be happy eating a cheeseburger rather than being on a diet.
Which is true. Food is food. There's no such thing as bad food.
There's no such thing as
There's no such thing as bad food. It's abuse of.
Let's go. Let's
It's
hear it.
abuse of. I saw this video.
Hear your logic.
There's no such thing as dieting. Oh, there is dieting, but like everything is a calorie, right? And just eating below your means, kind of like spending below your means. But there's no such thing as bad food. Food is fuel. It could be gas. Like gas is gas. Some gas is still gonna make your car move, but some cars give your car little shakes. But if you say, for example, like if you fill up at 7-Eleven, maybe not be the best gas, but like one time, not gonna hurt you, right? But if you just constantly fill up at 7-Eleven, like it's just
I
like
don't know if your logic is.
no, I saw these nutritionists talk about because people have such a bad ideology of food, like what healthy eating is, and that's not true. It's kind of like you hear Sam Solik when he said like 1,200 calories of donuts compared to 1,200 calories of chicken and rice. It's still 1,200 calories. Still carbs and fats. Maybe in the micronutrients aspect you lose that, but calories are still calories.
I'm lost. 1,200 pounds or 1,200 pounds.
1,200 calories.
1,200 calories of donuts is equivalent to 1,200 calories of chicken and rice.
It's still 1,200 calories. See,
Yeah,
if you don't get no protein, you don't get no ass, but like in just calorie, as far as like growing and shrinking,
But you
like
think they're the
let's say
same?
if I ate 1,200 calories, I'll lose weight of donuts. I'll lose muscle probably at the same time, but I'll lose weight because I'll still be in a deficit. That's all that matters is just a deficit.
I'm not a nutritionist, but it doesn't sound.
That's my TikTok knowledge, bro. I trust these people on TikTok. They look smart. They call me buddy.
We got way off topic.
Way off topic for it, but yeah.
You're getting prepared You have
A year. Year on
Almost.
Friday. Year on Friday. It's gonna be a year. I'm scared.
1 year, and you're gonna be walking down an aisle. Oh well, maybe. We don't assume genders around here.
Jesus.
You could be walking down an aisle.
Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna be walking down the aisle, getting married.
You'll be standing.
I'm excited, bro. Like I'm excited for the day. I'm like, nervous. I'm scared, but like I really want us to be like. I think that's why I'm more in a rush. It sounds like I'm annoying a little bit. Like, hey, what about this? What about this? Or this? It's I want this to make this work. Like I'm tired of just being like. I'm not saying we haven't grown, but we've been complacent a lot. And I know when we start getting comfortable, we kind of stagnate off. So I kind of want to keep the pressure on us.
So that was like a part of your decision to get married?
Yeah. I mean, look at your life, right? I'm not saying in a bad or good, like you're breathing, so thankful. But in a sense, look at your life. And I remember myself like vividly, like where I thought I would be at this age. We're still young. We're still crazy young, right? But I looked at it and I had like high goals. You know what I mean? And I'm a little disappointed in myself because and it wasn't failure. I just gave up. And Barbara's the only thing I haven't gave up. And
What are you disappointed in yourself about?
that I'm not where I want to be. And I think it's not because I lacked anything. I just quit. And I think I could have been way more successful or way more frugal. And like stop trying to impress people or try to do things nice. Like I don't know. I got such a I think I could really be comfortable right now if I would have just been frugal. Like especially during COVID. I'm so disappointed in myself. Like I just balled out during COVID instead of like trying to use that towards us. Yeah, it was the first time I was making like 10 grand a month.
I don't know. It's not meant to be yet.
You think that, or you think like you reap
ready.
what you sow?
It's kind of like what you were talking about earlier. If you gave $1 million to yourself, then what would you have done with it?
Bought a 10-foot dinosaur. Not true, but
Like, we're still not ready for $1 million. We can't even handle $17,000 that we're about to spend. But you know what I mean? Like, we're just not ready for that. Like, we're gonna grow. This is what we're getting ready for.
but also like you reap what you sow, right? Explain this as like if you put in like shit effort, right, and you keep thinking negative. Like for someone told me this, like Pastor Steve was talking about this the other day, like kind of tied into like spiritual ways. Like let's say an addict, right, gives his life to God, right? And just how examples, like how, but like, right, but he's still like, dang, I'm still going through so much shit. Like, why am I going through so much pain? Because his harvest is a bunch of bad things he planted, right? A bunch of bad habits we planted in the back days. Like, we still gotta reap that, and to outweigh that, we gotta start planting good habits and good like way of thinking and everything. So we kind of like get out of that, like still paying some debts off that we gotta take care of. You know what I mean? Like still taking it. Like it's gonna suck for a while because we sowed that. You know what I mean? So like we're reaping that. So I'm reaping the failures of my previous, but I'm trying to counteract it by planting new ones and going full pedal. Even like on the days off, we're not getting paid. Even on the days off, we're like trying to like be, because it's so easy to just get in a slump and not like want to do anything. And like you've been in a funk lately, like just not want, like gym motivation hasn't been there. It's easy, you know what I mean? And this is where kind of the David Goggins, like what says like that inner bitch in you. It's real. Like the inner bitch is real. I have a big one, overweight one, but yeah, that's what I've been reaping my soul. I was just leaning. I thought he was gonna say something important. Yeah, I got really deep into it.
No. It's good though.
like this is. We have to give ourselves flowers because we do come from, like, watch that first video, because we still feel like we haven't done anything, right? In a sense, like, we're on a good track, he said, but like, you still, like, we're not. You say this expression, and I really hate it, and it really bugs me. He goes, we're not business sober, we're not legit. I hate that shit. Like, it pisses me off, like, so much. Like, fuck, what the fuck is legit? Especially talking about Manny, like, what is legit? Like, you could technically say Jesus isn't legit, right? Like, has these, I'm not saying anything, so I'm just throwing you in under, but like, he reinvests and stuff. Like, he's still learning, he's still growing, he's still, like, you know? I don't know about, like, his, like, documentation. Does he have his permit to do this? Does he have this and that? You know, like, we don't know, but he's working. Like, he has goals. Like, I think legit is a mindset, right? I don't know. Even with, like, Mo says, like, his business hit, I'm not, like, shout out Mo, he'll be on the podcast next, stay tuned, but like, his business did over 6 figures last year, and he didn't even get his LLC or anything. Like, he doesn't even have permits to be in his building, but like, like the licensing and all that, because you don't need it.
We're just
like,
throwing people under the bus right now.
I'm not throwing people, I'm trying to prove a point, but like what is legit? Like, what is your version? I always wanted to know.
I'm not trying to say, like, by the book, but there are, like, probably, like, laws and stuff that we gotta abide by, you know?
To a certain extent, I believe. Like, if we're not smuggling drugs there, you know what I mean? Like, we're not creating criminal. It's like a speeding ticket, right? Like, I feel like we're speeding. We're going until we get caught. Not in a, like, bad way, but like an example, right? Everyone speeds.
I would.
Okay. I liked it.
You went off, but we're gonna talk about your marriage a little more.
I got deep. All the trauma started kicking in. Where should I pick it back off at? So just give us something. Something.
Hey, alright, so here's something interesting. So yesterday, I spent almost a half day surrounded by people who make over 50K a month. Nice. And I'm like walking around with them, and I'm like, dude, you guys are fucking dumb. Like, you guys are so stupid. Like, I hate you. I hate that you're where you're at. But then, like, we start talking about, like, how much they're reinvesting into themselves. And they're like, I reinvested, like, 100K into myself this last year.
Damn.
And I'm like, oh, fuck. That's where there's a disconnect. So, like, when you said, like, reinvesting into your business, I'm like, I'm remembering yesterday's conversation about, like, because they were bragging about how much they're reinvesting into themselves.
Like, it's a brag. Like, not how much they kept, but how much do we give back into their...
Yeah, like, how much they're willing to pay to grow.
Yeah.
Because, like, they're paying coaches, like, 20, 15K to, like, just solve one problem.
Is it coaches, like, in that field, or is it just business coaches, do you think?
It's business coaches. But, like, to bring it back to this, do you guys feel like you guys are investing in yourselves other than, like, working with me, like, in yourselves outside of here?
I want to say I am, because all the shit that I bought, man. Again, it's like knowledge with application, right? That's a big thing. Like, just, it's, you could buy all the courses. I think Jesus says, like, you can buy all the fancy cameras, the things, but if you don't use them, like, what's the point? You know what I mean? How much stuff? Like, we bought cameras. Like, we bought stuff. We spent money, but, like, have we used it to our full ability? No. And this is where kind of Jamie comes in and helps us get that fire. Like, go do what you're capable of doing.
All right, guys. So we just went on our little refreshing walk. Got our steps in. Girl of mine. Hey, sponsor. Free shout out. Well, a little recap of what we talked about so far. Yeah. We talked about some golfing, Lotto, and we didn't die in the eclipse. But
so, my choices of zombie apocalypse.
Oh yeah, zombies, yeah.
side, really.
But we have a lot more coming for this podcast. Gotta ask Albert some personal shit. But before that, all right, guys, we're gonna shoot our first promo, first mini sponsor, hopefully, with our number one food spot we go to at ASAP Studio is Don Lalo's in Ventura. If you're in the kind of McGrath area, telephone area, industrial area, this is the number one spot to go to. Breakfast, burritos, fire. What's up, my guys? I hope we got you a cool time. It's actually perfect. That works out. So, my guy, real quick.
Yeah.
We want to order some stuff,
Yeah.
but we also want to.
If you want to promote your business, hit us up right here. Are we rolling? Oh, oops.
Do you feel like you invested in? Like
no.
Like, what does your home look like? Or do you just completely disconnect when you go home?
Pretty much. Yes and no, cause my feed, whatever, my Instagram, really only feed. Like I don't go on TikTok like that much.
Yeah, you like Instagram a lot more, huh?
But is okay? There's just being real. There's some. Nah, I shouldn't burn myself.
I mean, this is real.
Like, cause it pops through. It's like gym girls.
Yes.
like yeah, like
It happens.
temptation.
You gotta put that away.
You have to.
You have to. Cause you look at what, bro. I feel like your front camera knows when you're looking at a video. Like it don't tell you, but I feel like it knows like how long you spent on this video. So if you don't just like be gone, Satan, real quick, it's gonna just blow up your stuff. And I feel like this is out of pocket real bad because I had to like. But like that is the most. It's like a virus. Like ass. Okay, fuck. Ass is a virus.
Booty.
Like gym. Like
Nah, ass. Booty.
yeah, brother. It's a virus.
See,
like
booty.
so booty. It's a virus because it takes over your phone and your feed, and you're like, I'm not even interested in this, and it's like pushing towards you. You know.
I want to put in that clip from. What's it called? The Boondocks. See, booty. It's the number one thing. It's more important than drinking water.
I've never seen this.
Jamie, pull it up. No, I'm just kidding. No, but not to get too crazy off. Like, it's more like I see things like where I want to be, and it's that whole comparison. It's like that thief of joy. You know, it's like, dang, like these people are doing what I would like to be doing, and I'm just watching what they're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then it's getting into that uncomfortable zone that nobody likes to be in. Like you're saying, like us.
Yeah.
Like even me, like this is uncomfortable. But to do this, set up a tripod and fucking little ring light. What's good, everybody? It's your boy, the Long Shot Barber, coming back at you with. I gotta get into that uncomfortable to
And you know what sucks?
reap
Social media loves you,
benefits.
which is suck. I get jealous
seeds you sow.
because you posted a video, and remember his was like viral. The fuck? I posted like similar content. 100. Like
But what
I have
does it
to.
mean?
I have to. Okay, I know viral with the.
What does that mean?
It means
Like what are likes and like views? Like,
I think it means people see you more. You know what I mean? Even people with us, they're like, because they know I'm gonna talk, because that's just naturally I am. But when you do it, it's a jam, right? People like it. You know, and like I don't know if it's your tonality. I don't know if it's because like that like monotone humor that people like, but people like your voice. So it's like it's kind of reassuring, to be honest.
like your voice. I don't like my voice.
But people do. Like all that content that does good is like you're talking, just being you, and then the content that goes right for us is me doing something outrageous, which is insane. Like I'm like the yin yang. Like I'm the out of pocket. But coming back to being comfortable.
But you also make yourself to be that.
No, I don't know. I tried. I really try not to. Because when I tried being serious, people was like, you're acting that. Like, I got so deep into, like, I guess being the out-of-pocket guy that, like, when I try to be serious, it's like, what's wrong with him? Like, when I was literally, like, a while ago, and I was just trying to just be normal, and, like, what's wrong with John?
You were to be an extra. No, you're trying to be, like, normal SpongeBob.
But, like, it's kind of serious, right? SpongeBob's such a character that, like, just being
Just be yourself.
I am.
Instead of, like, forcing, like, this,
Normal?
like,
Hi.
yeah, fake
Hi, brother.
person.
Good day, brother. Yeah. You think... Okay, Oxnard is, like... Going a little off topic real quick. We're just going a little switch pivot. Do you think Oxnard's a good environment for entrepreneurial? Like, we're not LA, we're not like San Diego, we're not a big city, but do you think like we can still produce? You know what I mean? In the sense of like,
Yes and no.
ooh, this is good. Why?
I felt like it's bad that I give those yes and no questions.
Uh-huh.
Like, not questions, but answers.
But you gotta give reason behind it now.
Yes and no, because we live here.
Uh-huh.
Like, this is my no. Because, it's, like you're saying, we can get comfortable at home.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's that whole... Like, I've heard, we haven't done it. Like, you got to get out of your city.
Yeah.
Like, that you grew up in.
Yeah.
And be uncomfortable to start, like, thriving.
But you met like that guy who met George Lopez. What was his name?
He got out of here.
Juice.
He got out of here. He had to get out of here.
So you don't think that like you...
He graduated from Stanford.
Oh.
Like, he left.
I don't know, man. Like, so you think it's a toxicity being here? Like, I mean, we see it countless again, but like...
What were you just saying about when you went home? Like, you getting, like, pissed on by, like, your family. Like, that should be the people, like, supporting you the most.
Yeah.
Like you, whatever, like you say, like, oh, your family, like, supports you, you know, but, like, then, like, on my end, whatever, it's like, dang, I don't feel like I'm doing shit.
Yeah, what the fuck? Let's go off like that. I get so mad, like... I don't know why it comes like it. You see it as like bitterness. I don't know. Like when your mom's like trying to help us out and everything, you're just like, okay, I'm so proud of you boys.
I don't know what it is.
Like,
Maybe we should get sponsored by BetterHelp. No, but for real, I don't know.
Like,
I can't tell you what it is.
Like,
but I
even-
don't take compliments well.
even Dustin's
don't.
mom, like Grandma Terry, like everyone's really like, I'm so proud of you boys. Like your mom's friends that
I don't
just
know
come
what
out
to
around
say.
it.
Like, what do you say? I should say thank you.
Yeah, but why though? If you grew up in that, this is weird.
I'm not at that level of self, like,
Appreciation.
to be able to recognize.
Like I come in, like your mom, like hooked us up with snacks, clean this place, like you said, out of the willingness of her heart, and it's like, dang, like, cause she sees like, hey, I want my boys' place to be like, I know I don't have to do this, not paying me to do this, but like, and she even when I saw her on Sunday, she goes, hey, let me know when your snacks need to be refilled. Like she don't have to know, like knowing that she don't have to, you don't ask her this or that. She literally just wants like the shop to come better, and it's like, dang, that's fire. It would make me like, dang, I got this. I need to put this table on my back.
I guess that's the other thing. Like, we're out in the wild. Like, nobody's in our family.
Guidance.
Like, we're kind of just on our own journey.
I think it makes me a little colder, a little bit, to my family, because like again, going back to like, what can you produce? It's been 5 years, and you're still at home. It's like, hey, this is hard. But don't see like, hey, we spend thousands of dollars at our shop. Like we spend $1,000 in equipment.
Yeah, like, well, where's it going?
Like, hey,
Even our clients are like, you guys gonna finish that? You guys gonna paint that wall? You guys gonna finish up in here?
it's like advertisement, like Jesus, like we don't see that, like I wish like we can just. I'm not gonna lie, it does creep in my mind. Like, man, like what if they just kept our money and now we can like, not saying we'll be balling, but like a little more like comfortable, I guess. But then they're taking away from us. It's taking away from what we want to do, and so I think that's why people stop, because they're like, it's so easily to get into the just do the normal, just be a barber. I think I don't know, cause this is not sexy. Do you think there should be more programs in Oxnard to like promote entrepreneurship?
I'm sure there is, but
Just kind of like
have we like seeked it? You know what I mean?
But I think it's because of the young age. I think you have to reach the kids, huh?
What?
You have to reach the kids to do that, like in high school.
Uh-oh.
I remember
They like you have to have kids.
No, no, you get like not throwing them on the bus, but even like our coach, right? Like they go, like realistically, you know, being I wanted it for you, but realistically, you probably just be at 6 figures. And then as soon as it comes in, like, you guys are going to be multimillionaires. You know what I mean? It's just the two perspectives of like, which is kind of real, because 90% of like, let's say the city probably thinks like that. Like, let's be realistic. And I think because we've been told that so much, we start even telling that to ourselves. Like, I know I get too ahead of myself. I'm like, dang, we're gonna be a multi-international company, and you're like, bro, we haven't even got 5. But I really think we're gonna be like, one day, not in the lotto. You know, that's why Albert.
Good, I'm glad like you're optimistic.
That's why Albert keeps me as his friend. He thinks I'm gonna win the lottery one day.
Yeah, John's got stupid luck. He's got that tism luck.
Your brother. So one hand, do you think it's like good to be like like realistic and then optimistic? What's the difference? Like, where's that balance? I feel like this is the balance. I'm the optimistic. You're the let's be realistic.
I'm still optimistic. Like, I'm still like, I just got to bring you back down to earth sometimes. Like, you get too far out of space.
But sometimes I feel like you're still like.
What happened on our walk right now?
What happened?
Like, well, should we have contracts for when we hire people? And
Like, because we're gonna be a multi-million-dollar company.
like, but like, we haven't taken 2 steps forward to get to our like 50th step to where we need to like even.
Yeah,
think
but I
about
feel like
contracts.
that's your perspective. I feel like us having the list, that's like, we're like a quarter mile. Like, if you put it in perspective a lap, we just finished our 100-yard dash. Now we're at the curve right now. I feel like in perspective, because we need to close them and go like actually get more deals. And then that next dash will be, okay, now we're doing. And then the final curve to go home would be us not doing it, hands off. But I think we finished that first 100-yard dash instead of like thinking small, because like, dude, we got lists, we got outreaches going on, we shot our first ad, like it's in roll. Like, it doesn't take a lot. Like, Jesus probably can test this to anybody, like, right? Jesus, like, there's like a high chance like we can blow up overnight, and you got to speak that into existence. Like, no, we're gonna be successful this year. If it doesn't happen, okay, like, what does someone say? Shoot for the stars, so, and if you miss, you land on the moon. That's how I kind of think. Like 6 people, we're gonna be like 100K. You know what I mean? Last year we just made $75,000. They don't feel like it, but we made $75,000 last year. Dope, right? It's kind of dope. First year in business, making $75,000. Again, nothing to show really for it because we're knuckleheads, don't know how to manage money, but we're not far from 100K.
Yeah, but now put that into like this baby, like this timeline, like we're infants, right? So we still gotta like learn to walk. Like we're still eating Gerber food.
No, we're past the tit. We're in Gerber food.
Like we're gonna get more XP. And with the more XP, we're gonna keep leveling up.
And this is an honest question. You could be honest. Do you think, is there any thought of failure in your mind?
Failing what?
Like here, like this is like, are you more kind of like, because again, you've been with me and all my thousands of ideas, and you're like, okay, try this out. Nope. Okay. But I feel like you're still not like planted, like, oh yeah, this is gonna be our moon. This is our crypto. This is our to the moon.
Crypto. Fuck crypto.
So subject. That's a for our next podcast. Like you kind of not expecting failure, but you're not expecting the success, or you kind of keep it like almost in a sense not get your hopes up too high, because I feel like that's what people taught us to do.
Sure. No. I don't think that we're gonna be an overnight success. I don't think that we're gonna.
I feel it though. Is that weird? Like I don't know. I feel like this is gonna happen sooner than than maybe we even wanted
it's gonna take longer than you may than you're thinking. Like this is the journey.
Fuck the journey. I've been on this journey too damn long. Again, okay, yo, pause. Okay, resume. But I think like this is our year. Like this is like I feel it. The eclipse happened. Like
the eclipse happened.
Like this is like stars are aligning. Like this is gonna be our year. The year of the toad. Which I don't even know if it's the year of the toad, but not disrespecting anyone's culture. But yeah, man. I really think like it's gonna be our like super like. And I'm not force it, but give the momentum. Like in my head, it's maybe good or bad. But I told myself, if we're not doing it by the end of the year, like I might have to look into the base shit and like think, not realistic, but like look into. I'm giving us full.
What's the problem with
it? I feel like the dream killer, 100%. Like look at, burn him out. Look at Angel. Right, you get a job, like, and he had so many ideas, bro. Like he wanted to open a gym. He got the plans out. You've seen it. Like he got plans out. He's gonna do massaging. Like, and I feel like the soon as you stop and do settle, and get the job, your dreams die. Cause really keep it like. Can you honestly say that you can go to work, get off at 3, right? You just did like 30 haircuts. You're gonna want to go cut some more hair and go work on a project, go edit, go outreach? No. Like realistically, I don't think you'd want to do that.
I don't know. I think you can.
You can, but let's stop, and then you're not gonna see Jeanette.
But that's part of like sacrifice. If it like,
so I'm gonna give myself.
That's what it is.
I'm going full sending it this year. Like I'm gonna go outreach. I'm gonna knock on these motherfuckers' doors. I love country. I'm gonna knock on these doors. Gonna go show up in person. Gonna like, gonna happen. Go to these meetings. Go to like. Because I want at least, if I have to get the JOB, knowing that I gave this year my full 130%. And just this.
Starting now?
Well, kind of January, but yeah, starting, what, since 2 months ago, is this? It's been 2 months now? Since then? So it was January, no, February. Even during our planting, when we had to write the book, I think we should talk about the book, yeah. we had how we Jesus book out, take the personality test. Like those are stuff we didn't get paid for, and we felt like we didn't really move up. But Jesus was like true to like, hey, we need to make sure our foundation is set. So now that we've done all that and it was like therapy, I felt like we have a solid foundation, solid core, who we are. Like I can say who we are as a business. We are a barber studio we're barbers who are in a productive studio, being authentic, chasing authenticity, and just trying to be great, trying to inspire people. I don't know. That's what I just a little want to do. Let's have some fun here, though. Side note, fun day. Do you ever stalk people's Venmos? Like, you know, on the Explorer page?
No.
Do you ever?
I see, like,
Recently, I started stalking some people.
Anna. He's stalking Anna's Venmo.
No, but you realize a lot of people Venmo the dumbest stuff. What's pay me money? Like, hey, like what's actually Venmo me money worthy?
Let me show you my last Venmo.
If it's anything under $20, I feel like it's not worth Venmo money. You know what I mean? Like if people are Venmoing $5, like $4, like either your friendship isn't that great. I see couples Venmoing each other. I think that's kind of weird. Like, and it says for food.
But how close can I get to the screen? Or just read it. Who's that to? And what's it for?
It's Johnny, the booty.
That booty.
That booty. $10. Why are you Venmoing $10?
Because he gave me $10.
What do you mean? He gave you cash?
Yeah.
And just gave him change or what?
I took my mom's cart to Big Brand, and we got there like, they closed at 4 and we got there like at 3, and they finished like at like 4:10, something like that. So I gave them $5 each, the 2 mechanic guys that were working on the car. I didn't have cash, so I gave them. Jonathan had a $10 bill. I got change from the guy inside. I gave him both $5. So I sent him my $10.
I was like, yeah. I feel like if you have me Venmo $10, like just hey, send me $10 for lunch. Like,
So this is, I guess, being with somebody who has a better handle on like money, you know?
or do we say stingy? Just kidding.
Whatever. But it's more like having that like accountability and like what does it say? The principle of like a loan in a way, you know, like lending somebody something or like offering and just like giving, you know, not like it's like tallied, like, oh, like check mark, but good.
No, I feel like people tally.
Some people do, but
We've never tallied because we built that up. But I felt
ever.
no. Remember for a while before we got the business card, we were just paying. We still kept the like, hey, Venmo money or the food money. And I know it big bug people because like, but it's like I'm eating too. Like, what's the problem? That's how I see it. Again, being frugal, but like now if we go to a dinner and it's like $50 and okay, pass it down. But like anything above,
It's
like
not necessarily a good thing when you kind of just like loosely spending, you know. And we're still learning. We haven't gotten over that.
But kind of going back to energy, Steve, don't you feel like have you ever been without?
I mean, going back to energy.
You know, like it comes back around. I believe in that. You know what I mean? Like if you're doing a good thing and just from the kindness of your heart, not be like, hey bro, I got you lunch. Just send me money later. Instead of like, hopefully that guy feels good. Like, you know what, this guy took care of me. Like Again, I'm not trying to.
Unless it burns a bridge.
Not trying to.
That's what happened.
Not trying to. No, I'm not gonna say it because it's like there's a thing don't say it. But anyways, just an example, right? You give someone money just to brighten someone's day, right? Like imagine like you buy Johnny coffee, like before he came in. Do you expect him to Venmo you?
Who?
Jonathan. Or like, hey, send me. No, right? Just a little brighten day. They're not gonna tell you. Just gonna show up with coffee. It's sick. You know what I mean? And for that, like you. Probably times you come back, kind of like. But I feel like if you do that, and then people are like, next time, like, hey, just make sure you Venmo. I don't know, I just feel like it causes friction in the relationship, honestly. Like now I know it's like a transaction.
We had that.
It's a transactional relationship.
Did it not happen?
When?
Like between us?
When? Oh, for Texas?
This started the whole like.
Oh my God! Yes.
The whole. What
That
is
was
it called?
because of Texas.
No, the there's that black beetle that
Snowball.
rolls shit.
The snowball effect.
Yeah. That started this whole beef.
Yeah, it did. So hey,
It started with a UFC fight. Because I paid for a pay-per-view, and it was like,
yeah.
I paid for a pay-per-view, and then I didn't get paid.
For it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the whole, like, just to pitch in.
Uh-huh.
That's what happened.
And then it started.
And then it was just kind of like assumed, like, oh, got it.
I guess it was my bad, but it's like, just again, it's communication, right? For my host and how I was raised, if you host, I hate to charge people at the door. I hate that shit. As a host, again, going back to money spending, whatever, we'll go back to, but as a host, for me in perspective, how I was raised, like, if I bring a suit, I'm not gonna say, hey, send me money for those wings I bought. No, because you're my guest in my house. Unless we all arranged it, like, hey, we're gonna buy this, or show up, because I showed up with stuff too. I didn't come empty-handed. I showed up with drinks and food. So I feel like it would have been a little bit different if I showed up empty-handed. Cause
This is the whole, like, counting, right? Like the tally thing.
When? Because I felt like, in a sense,
we can get real, you know?
Yeah.
Whose money did you spend?
For what?
Like, that transaction was on our business card.
Because I was with you. It's like kind of go like the money still goes into it. This is the beginning of it, yeah, but it's not the tally thing too. But I showed up to the events too, like out of my own money, like your graduation, well, not graduation, your birthday. Like I didn't pitch in for the food, but I showed up with something and whatnot. But it's like a sense, like, and going back to the hosting thing, like I always hate because Angel's girlfriend does that shit, and it pissed me off, like. And it's like, why offer to host then? Unless you guys all mutually.
Not everybody, like, I don't think I feel like you can't compare everybody's life to your life.
I guess, but in a sense, like, it's like I'm going to an event, right? Like I'm paying for an event instead of like pitching in. But when I get told after, right, it's like, hey, we're pitching in for, instead of like if it was said before, like, hey, we're pitching in for an event. I'm not using your event I'm not using your, but in general, right? So hey, we're gonna go get some food, right? We're gonna pitch in for some pizzas later. Cool, and I got no pre what I'm gonna get into. Instead of imagine showing up, we're like, oh, by the way, the food is this much, just send me this much. Now I feel like a little some type of way after. I was like, okay, you just told me like after the fact. It's kind of like me inviting you to dinner.
Yeah.
To lunch.
So
like
if it
I'm
was
asking.
Better organized, there would have been a better communication.
I think it always starts with communication. Cause assumption, right? Like I'm assuming like everyone like common sense is not common. In a sense.
Sure.
Yeah. Some real.
Let's stay here.
Yeah, stay here. But I don't know.
Like, this is the uncomfortable that we gotta get comfortable, like,
Talking about.
conversating and speaking.
Yeah. I don't know. Then I was like, it's got weird.
It got super weird. It's still weird.
It's got weird because then Anna felt some type of wave with it, and I was like, we were just charging because ever since Gabby did that to Anna, because she's same thing, right? She grew up the same way as me, kind of maybe why we grew up together. Like, we invite someone somewhere, like, you're my guest. Like, it's not 2 checks. It's like, you're my guest. Unless it's like a crazy amount, then it's like, okay, then we split this thing. But like, if we're enjoying the time and vibes, like, that's more important than the dollar value, in my opinion. But then it kind of going, you brought up a good point too, holding the real and keeping accountable. But then it's like, is that a relationship or is that a transaction? Like, we're beyond the point of just keeping transactions. Like we're not new. Maybe that's something to do with a new person, like, you know, who we not really hang out with. Like, okay, I don't know you like that. But someone you've known for years, like, okay, if you would have paid for that, if I would have hosted, I would have paid for it. You know? Or if I would have done something, I would have paid for it later. But now it's like always like, okay.
Just between me and you.
Yeah, but just like in a relationship in general. Like, take us out of it. But like, if the relationship is built on multiple years, then I don't feel like you don't have to keep, in a sense, I don't know, tallying. Not tallying, but like,
I feel like we're making Jesus uncomfortable.
is it uncomfortable, sis?
I have an opinion.
What do you think? I want to hear your opinions. You're third party.
My thoughts on what part of it? I agree with both of you.
Well, okay, so what do you agree about Albert about, and what do you agree with me about?
I agree that, like, if you're hosting, you pay. But I also think, like, there's also, like, a point where somebody's taking advantage of you.
If it happens continuously, right?
Then there's a miscommunication.
Yeah.
There's a miscommunication. Because, like, that doesn't happen if it's very clearly, like, before you go, this is what the expectation is.
Yeah.
Like,
But then
you run into that if you. Like,
But then my thought was back to hope of, like, since he know me so much, so like, next time we would have gone out, I would have took care of it. And I was like, all right, no, it's not that big of a deal. But then it wasn't that spoken. Then it was like, but it didn't start with Albert getting upset. It started with his lady getting upset for Albert, and then got Albert upset, and then got me upset, and then got everyone upset.
now I'm upset.
And now his sister's upset. Again, going back to communication. Communication is always, like, I guess, the important thing. But in a sense, like, for example, you should use an example, right? When you go with us to somewhere, we take care of you because you are here for us. You know what I mean? Like, you're our guest here. You're helping us out. You know? Do we see that as you taking advantage? No. Because you probably do a lot more work in the back end for us than we even see. So that is not like we're going to keep telling, like, oh, we pay for this or this thing. No. It's like we're all enjoying this experience. We're all eating. We're all talking. Like, it's an energy thing. Right? Would it be bad to send... So in your example, so would it be bad to send Jesus a receipt?
Yeah, both.
Kind of keeping, like you said, it transactional? Just keep an example. Not saying this is what we actually feel.
No. In, like, it was just Monday, for example, when we went to go eat.
Uh-huh.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was like an exhale, yeah.
Yeah, I was breathing. Yeah. All right. Because, you know, like, he gives, but he works 10 times harder for us, too. You know? And he's just Albert paid.
But let's say we went to... Let's say we were going to meet up at your house.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's a bad example. Because you're saying you cater everything.
Well, I try to.
Oh, we went to your house, Jesus, and you paid. Like, it's just recreating the situation.
If you guys came to my house to watch the UFC,
And you paid for a pay-per-view.
I would expect that you guys have a good time, and that's it. Like, I don't really care about it. Because I mean, I care more about the experience than anything.
Yeah.
But like, I'm also not making any assumptions that anybody's gonna pay me back. Like the only thing I want is people to have a good.
Okay, going on that, I love that point. You don't host to get repaid back, right?
No.
Like you host, like you don't invite
I don't know about
for a return, right? You're inviting for like, come in my home because I want to like have a good time. Because then that takes it back to once you're transactional.
I feel like I'm making myself sound worse.
That's okay.
It's like not
it's
what
okay
I mean.
because people probably like think like this. That's what I'm saying. So it's a good perspective. Like I got this also too from this Armenian guy. He says it's actually disrespectful if you ever try to bring anything to their house. Like there's some coaches like it's like disrespectful if you try to like pitch in or like it's like, well, you don't think I can take cater to you. I think in America it's a big like pitch in. Like that's like very like us, America as a country.
Where do we live?
In America, yeah, I get it, but like Mexico, they don't do that a lot. I only say that because Anna's from Mexico, so I just her
She's
family.
not from Mexico.
Her family's from Mexico. Her family's straight from the shit. Kind of. I'm not trying to like corny because me and Jesus thing. Like we also agrees with you. Like
I'm just trying to like think and explain because everything's situational. Like if like
It's the context. The context of the situation matters.
yeah.
just this is like a reoccurring theme with you in particular, right? Just like literally, like just, in a way, like just not paying your debts. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I feel like I don't know. Again, feel. Because I feel like I pay for a lot of people's places too. You know what I mean? It's like I'm not just in friend groups there's givers and takers. I don't feel like I'm just a taker. I feel like I give a lot too. Or I try to. Because I also do a lot of shit subconsciously that you catch on that I think is like that I don't think or think of. That you're like, oh, that's rude or that's this. And I'm like, I'm not even thinking about that. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not aware of it. That my subconscious actions do. It does take a lot.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Like, sometimes I like may not say hi to somebody.
What do you mean it does take a lot?
Because you're really analytical and you observe things really good. And you got in the habit of like, damn, that was rude, or fuck me, or that was a rude thing, and I'm in my head, I'm like, like may not intend it that way, you know. So sometimes I'll do something like that in action, like, oh, I'm just a guest, instead of you're like, hey, this is the third time, and I'm not in my head keeping count of it. I'm like, oh fuck, and then instead of like, hey, you host at your house next time. Oh shit, I probably didn't take it. I feel like it could have handled a lot different, and then I just got in a defensive zone, or we just got in the defensive zone, and just instead of being like, oh shit, maybe it just felt a little abused, and it didn't come off so hostile, and then it just came like okay, we'll pay our way, and then it became, I pay mine, you pay yours, instead of like that dynamic of we can still do it here. I mean, it's not a big deal here, but like, when it comes to like couples or the group thing, like make sure you pay yours now. Like take care of yours. Like give me my receipt.
A bridge burned.
It's like give me my receipt. Like exactly to the dollar type of thing. And I hate doing that. I feel like I said, it doesn't matter. I feel like it's just. But it's a growing thing. It's an old bridge burnt, but new bridge and rebuild.
Bridge.
And construction. There's a good word. So we're just gonna have to build this new bridge in a
Baltimore.
Jesus. Basically, we're gonna have to build this new bridge in a newer light, but in a comfortable manner, understanding both sides. Yeah. Because we're more forgiving than our counter partners, and this is just bad, and just puts us in a weird like, hey, hi.
Yeah.
Like I can't fly. I feel like I can't joke around. You feel like sometimes you can't joke around, and it's like okay. Like now these are two transactions. Even though like we're stuck together, like even when we're millionaires, like I feel like even to go out to dinner, and some like separate stuff. It's gonna take some time. Cause even though we're way past that, like that. Cause look how long it took Sarah and Anna, like 2 years. They hold grudges for like long. So, like you said Jeanette didn't talk to her dad for months. Like it's gonna just because the lack of communication on both sides. She would never commit a conversation and like have this uncomfortableness because of the fear of offense. Like we can tell each other most of everything and we can get offended, but like I know it will come in tomorrow. Like even now I'm mad, like I'm still.
We also like. How long did it take for you to apologize?
2 weeks. About.
What do you mean?
To me? You? Yeah. 2 weeks. I don't think it was longer than 2 weeks.
Pause it for a second. Was this why you guys were not talking to each other that time I was here?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You guys are wild.
It's like kind of like a civil war. Like my internal guts, because my shit I was going home was like negative, and his internal guts was going negative. So then it's kind of crank negative here, and like I don't know. I know it's just bad.
Yeah, I wasn't talking about like apologizing to me.
Oh, to Jeanette. Yeah, it took a minute because of paidness. It took some growing, to be honest with you. It took to my wedding because I knew you were gonna be involved, and I knew you're in my life. So that means Jeanette's in my life, whether I like it or not. So it's kind of again like, not in a mean way, but in all seriousness, I think any guy in a relationship like Jerry is not friends. I'm not just talking about example, right? I could be wrong. Jerry's not friends with Jesus' fiance. They could be casual, cordial, but Jerry's loyalty is to Jesus, and Jesus' loyalty is to Jerry.
This is the hot topic. We talked about this before.
Like my loyalty is to you. And the seriousness is not disrespectful. Like I can give two fucks, but because I have respect for you, I have to acknowledge this because then I'm disrespecting you. And just like my partner, I have to have respect for her. So I keep this bound, but in respect for you, I have to have respect for her. And vice versa. And respect for me, you have to have respect for Anna. But our partners, they probably don't, they could probably hate each other at any time. But for you, since we're in business, we're in partners, we're friendships, best man, like, I have to, yeah, he's my best man, by the way. Shout out Albert. It's my guy. I have to.
Do you have to be offered? Can you accept or decline being a best man?
No, it's just strap
or
up.
Are you just
batter up.
assigned to be a best man? Is the question.
You gonna say no?
I don't know. I haven't been asked.
No one's been asked. But you just not yet. I gotta ask a certain way, but it's expensive.
Jerry asked.
I asked him too, but I'm trying to do it in a proper way, like with the bag, with the goodie bag.
He did.
That's not a proper way.
With the goodie
There's
bag.
no proper way.
Yeah, there's a proper way with the goodie bag and all that. To ask your groomsmen.
Is
Yeah,
that
social media, whatever.
Is that TikTok approved?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But going back, yeah. If there's no you, there's no relationship with Jeanette. Then there's no me, there's no relationship with Anna. So then,
But these are your own words.
my own words.
Do I have to speak to you to speak to Anna? I have to go through you to get to Anna.
100%. Yeah, as my friend, yeah. Like if I didn't, like if I didn't know you and you were talking to Anna, yeah, fuck you. I don't know who you are.
Well, yeah, that's
Like if I'm not present, unless it's a surprise for me, yeah, go fuck yourself.
there's something in my eye.
Respectfully. Like even our friends, even Buckley, like some of that guy I know, like if I was in the room and he texted Anna, like, I'll be heated.
Yeah, I get it.
Let me hear your side. I've been talking this whole time. I never should be getting asked questions. So what was your side of all this? I'm really curious, like, no ins and out. And don't be hold back. Just give me the blunt to the face.
Blunt to the...
Cause this...
To the face. I'm just kidding.
Cause this is solid before... It's kind of solid because it shows our shakiness and our growth as a friends, partners, going on to our next guest. Preview.
It was like brought into a different light for me because of Jeanette's perspective.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? So it's like, okay.
I don't, so I'm trying to learn.
I wasn't looking at it like that. Like, dang, like maybe he is like just taking advantage of me and like my like kindness or just whatever, you know, like me like allowing things to happen and like no repercussions or like not even bringing it up, like, you know, like like making transactions on the business card, like, you know, like there was like there's multiple things that led up to that like avalanche. And I was letting it slide, and then Jeanette was kind of just like, why are you letting this happen? And it was kind of just like, put your foot down now, or there's going to be like bigger steps being like taken across the line. You know what I mean? What are you going to say?
But I feel like, again, this is all assumption, so I'm not saying anything factual. So I feel like we have a better understanding of what a friendship is than our girlfriends do with any of their friendships they ever had. Because who do they actually talk to? Again, assumption. I don't know. I don't see Jenna 24-day. But at least I can speak on Anna's behalf. It's hard for her to take advice from her when I know who her friends are and their type of relationship they have. So I know, even though all the shakiness and everything, my friendship is still stronger than hers. So it's like sometimes I really, like, I take, in that aspect, I know she wants the best for me, so I kind of still gotta listen. But as far as like friendship goes and who to choose a friend, like, I take it with a grain of salt. Because like, okay, so what do you have? Where's your friends at? But if you're so critical, then this is why you don't have friends, because you're this critical.
This critical?
This critical. About people. But that's a good point, again, because you're looking out for your future, so I'm not like taking an offense. Like, yeah, and I am growing. Like, I'm trying to learn better, and Anna's kind of tightening these strings down. But yeah, like, kind of like, again, not speaking out of turn, because I know you say it brought things like to you, but it brought things like how you were unaware of things. But now you see, like, okay, well, now you have these like planted seeds, like, oh, am I being taken advantage of? So then it puts a fraction in our friendship when that's never been there.
Is it just maybe more aware rather than like, because it did leave, like you're saying, this fracture. But now it's like there's a scar. So it's like, it's just that constant reminder.
100%. But like, okay, let's talk about outside like more things. Like, again, not whose dick's bigger type of thing, but in just an enlightenment, like more than money, right? Every job opportunity I helped you with. Not throwing it in your face, but here, giving that push to be here. Giving your push to that, like, you can do more. Push this, you know what I mean? Like, so there's more aspects. Like, when people say, like, what do you guys bring each other to a friendship? Like, it's more than just like a, oh, he's got better credit. It's more than that, you know? It's more been like, hey, yeah, John put me in uncomfortable situations to try this LLC. I never even thought about LLCing. Are we knowing it? Like, no. Could have done better, like probably, but like remodel, like. So you know, in aspects like where I gotta defend myself in a sense,
it's
where it's like, yeah, in a transactional thing, maybe I fucked up, but I'm a gassy. But as far as like value to yourself, I feel like it brought you a lot more value, more than a transactional state, and like self-confidence. Again, feel. It's assumption.
I don't know. Sure.
Do you agree?
Yeah.
And the transactional, yeah, you always had more. So therefore, you did spend a lot more. Because I think you always knew that, like, again, not an excuse, but like I had shit to pay. I had this and things, like, so like when we going to eat, like, yeah, like you got it. Like, I did appreciate it. I know I didn't have it like that. If it,
like your hiccups affect both of us.
yeah,
Amazon.
yeah, it was an expensive transaction. Never got charged for a while. But it's like a failure to our thing, like to our road. But in a sense, like, on the flip side to that, it's like if I didn't make a mistake, would there have been a decision at all? You know? Like, yeah, failing a lot, like, yeah, I do accept that, but like, would there have been a push to do anything?
Yeah, but it's like taking a calculated risk versus just jumping off a cliff. It's like
and we're getting
peeking over the ridge before jumping, or jumping off that ridge.
It's just what's your opinion? Because there's a balance between both, right? And I feel like we always have a conflict of balance. Because this kind of things like me, like in a sense, like both saying fuck it, we'll figure it out. But then like,
I think I act like you, but I think like Albert though.
yeah,
Like I full send after I've already,
buy $6,000 lens.
but after I've done the research to prove like if I do this is gonna be a good investment. Like
Yeah,
this is my clear path to recouping my investment and making money with it,
yeah,
which is different than me like, that's a nice camera, let me just buy it.
Yeah.
Like this upgrade was like calculated, right? Because I was like, okay, cool. This is gonna make shooting content like this easier.
Mhm.
It's gonna let me do this other thing. These mics, they're expensive, but I was like, yeah, it's gonna let me do higher quality stuff, like the stuff we're doing with the ads and stuff.
but you had other mics, so what's like that decision to like upgrade it to it? It's more like just full setting.
Like ease of use. There's like a lot of technical things. Like, there's like technical reasons why before, and then like as I progress in my journey, I'm like, okay, where can I invest to save time or effort? And I'm willing to spend any amount to save time. Like that's my thing. Like I have a ruler of like, if I buy this, is it gonna save me time? Because like, to me, like even let's just say buying a new computer, right? If it saves me 5 minutes more to like render a video, well, 5 minutes times like 10 videos a day times 30 days is like hours saved for me.
Yeah,
So like I think about things, how do they affect me today? Now multiply that over a long time period. How does that affect me? And that's how I make decisions. So I don't know if that helped. But
I did.
that's kind of how.
So in a sense, like, it's how I took it. I gotta learn how to think like Albert, and Albert has to learn how to act like me. In a sense, to get out, like to jump. So I gotta learn how to think like him, in a sense of like, it's good to want to jump.
There's a balance, right? There's a balance of like, you can only read about doing push-ups for so long before you actually have to do the fucking push-ups.
Oof.
And sometimes like there's no other way around it. You just
And that's where my fear is at, that the push-ups never happen. Because of my past trauma.
I mean, it's better to have an imperfect first step than no step at all, but that also doesn't mean that like you have to leap your entire way onto that first step either. Like you can like, and like I remember like I haven't had this talk with the team before, but I'm literally gonna have to explain the hokey pokey, aren't I? Like it's literally what
Wait,
all
left
life
hand
business is though. Like you put your right foot in, right foot out, and like I'm not gonna go through the entire song, but like until you like actually have dipped your toe in it and can have a good idea as to what it's gonna look like, that's where you can full send. And that's how I full send. Like, I'm not just like, all right, cool, let's go. It's like little, cool, little, confirm, cool, and then keep going. But that's just how I think.
Like even here, like we're sure we jumped into the pool, but like we're floating, you know? We're not swimming laps.
Yeah.
Like we're still evolving.
Yeah. Bars. This felt like a cool therapy session. Let's wrap it up though. We're going on to next. What do we got? What do we got upcoming?
Hopefully, some meetings with some more
Yeah, I gotta get ready
retirement
today. Yeah.
communities.
Ooh. Should we explain this, what we're doing, or is this too soon?
Probably too soon.
Too soon. Oh.
I would let the ads run first.
We're gonna let the ads run first, for sure.
Besides that,
Well, I'm gonna kind of give a preamp, which I'm excited about. Our next episode, we gotta just figure out the scheduling about it, but it's gonna be our guy.
should we though yet?
Tell who
Should
it
we
is?
have a guest yet?
We don't have to talk about the guests. We can just have them, and we can promo it beforehand.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll just close it out then. We'll just cut that part.
All right. I'll just hard cut.
So,
So
okay, real quick. All right, guys, this is wrapping up episode 2. Again, ASAP Studio. It was a good one. A little emotional. Got some stuff off our chest. Some real talk. A little business. A little emotional, but it's all right.
Why am I
So-
like I'm crying?
So see you guys next episode.